everyone, I'm Ellie Everts, and today I am going to be showing you my Kylo Ren Ita bag. Okay, well, as you can see here, this is my Kawaii style Ita bag that I made in a recent video. This is a Ita bag from Amazon from the company Steamed Bun that I created an insert for and added a bunch of cute charms to. We are going to do the same thing today, but instead this is going to be for Kylo Ren, and it might not be quite as cute. It might be a little bit cooler though. So we are going to set this aside for a few moments and get started. Those of you who have been following me for quite some time might know that I have made my own Bin Solo Ita bag in the past. I think it's really cute. Hashtag say Bin Solo. It has his pleated sleeve fabric on the side. I used some really cool fabrics on the sleeve. It has piping. Basically, this is all my leftover materials from my Kylo Ren costume put into a bag. And I love this bag very dearly. However, it doesn't have all the pockets and attributes that I am looking for in a regular con bag, so I've decided to move over to a classic Ita bag. So, here is my Bin Solo collection. I think it's about time I start adding a few more charms here. These are things, honestly, most of these were gifted to me. My friends are very supportive of my Kylo Ren addiction, which is both a good and a bad thing. But here are all my charms. I also have some really cute star buttons and some blank star resin charms that I might add onto here just because they look really cool and they might look nice against this red background. Now I've already created this insert. This is a piece of cardboard that I've covered in red Doopy Oni. If you've watched some of my videos, you might know that red Doopy Oni is like my favorite fabric ever. It's very versatile, it looks really nice, and I think it's perfect for Kylo Ren or Bin Solo. So, let's get decorating. Are you guys ready for this? I'm ready. I am going to start with my favorite charm. This is Kylo Ren Body Pillow from The Last Jedi. What's awesome about this? Look, he's got a butt. Love it. So he is going to go straight center, right there. That's perfect. Now, I think it's important that I say that Kylo Ren is the best anti-hero ever. He's not a villain, he's the anti-hero, obviously. Like, yeah, yes, he's bad. He's done some bad things. I will never deny that Kylo Ren has done some terrible things. However, he is such a tortured soul. It's awesome. Like, you feel hurt for him and you can see where his motivation came from, which is incredible. Like, that's not something you normally see in a villain. Normally a villain is good or a villain is bad. And that's kind of all that you get. But with Kylo, they really went into the why is a villain and why do they do what they do, which it's so cool. It makes him very relatable. He's a bad guy, but he's relatable. How is that possible? Plus, have you guys seen The Last Jedi? Seriously, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's incredible. It's very emotional. You get a lot of really neat emotions. They force Skype. How could you not love the force Skype? Ugh. The force Skype is great. So, the force Skype is really good. I mean, and Reylo, like, they have such a great dynamic. The actors, I think more than anything, are what make Reylo, right? Because Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley have this really awesome dynamic between themselves, which is great. And if that wasn't a thing, if they didn't get along so well, or seemingly so well, maybe Reylo wouldn't exist. But they get along awesomely, and thus people ship them together. So there you go. But yeah, this is another one of my favorite charms. This one is from my friend Nicole, Gina, and Melanie. They all bought this for me. It's super duper cute up front. Look at him, he's so grumpy. Look at that little grumpy face. How can you not love that? Okay, but wait, are you ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, butt! He's got a butt! It's super duper cute. I'm gonna put him. Now I want to keep this bag level and even but I don't like putting all my acrylics in the same spot. That's cute. Okay, cool. But anyway, I think Kylo Ren is a really great villain. Anti-hero, not a villain. He's a great anti-hero. Come on, get it right. But anyway, so The Last Jedi. Last Jedi is definitely my favorite Star Wars movie, like out of all of them. And it's not like I just started watching Star Wars when the sequel trilogy came out. My dad was a huge Star Wars fan, so was my mom. Well, they still are, I guess. They're alive, they're not dead. My parents are both very large Star Wars fans. So, I mean, I watched all of them as I was growing up, and I think the only one that's really stuck with me is The Last Jedi. I love the idea of fighting for the things you love rather than fighting against what you hate. I like that Rey looks past what everyone says about Kylo and looks to find her own truth rather than just hopping on the bandwagon. I mean, she does immediately, right? You're a monster. And Kylo agrees because he does think he's a monster. I mean, that's something that's so crazy about this. It's not that Kylo thinks he's a good guy. He thinks he's a monster. He knows he's in the wrong. Which, what sort of villain is like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally in the wrong. I'm a bad guy. None. That's just not the way villains work. Anyway, I really like The Last Jedi. So, do we want to talk about The Rise of Skywalker? Is this something that we are prepared to talk about civilly in this video? I'm not sure if I'm really prepared, but I'm gonna go at it anyway. We're gonna see what we can do. So let me start by saying that I saw The Last Jedi in theaters at least 5 times. I saw it frequently because I loved it, right? It made me feel comfortable. It made me feel happy and warm, and it made me think about things but not be sad. Whereas The Last Jedi, I haven't been able to see again yet, and it's been like 3 weeks since this film came out. I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm like upset by it because I mean, well, but I am. I don't know. It's tough, right? Because I had a lot of hopes going into this movie. Like, I was prepared for Ben to be redeemed. That's what they were writing the movies for. Like, how could you not look at these films and say that Ben was on a track to redemption, right? I mean, we knew that was coming. So that's good, right? Because that's what I wanted the whole time. But I wouldn't say it was particularly satisfying. Because even though, spoilers, right? Okay, so spoilers. So even though Ben Solo gets redeemed, the fact that he dies immediately afterwards, is that actually redemption, or is that just, you know, death? I don't know. I don't really feel like he was actually redeemed. He was just used as a plot point. There's so much they could have done. Why didn't anyone mourn his death? Can we talk about that for a second? Why did nobody mourn when he died? Rey had spent the past 2 movies coming to terms with the fact that her Force dyad, her soulmate, is this anti-hero, this bad person in the Force. And when he finally comes to the right side and she is rejoiced and happy, and then he dies and she doesn't care? What's up with that? But, I mean, it's only frustrating because it's not what I wanted to have happen. I'm sure that otherwise it's a good movie. Again, I walked out of the theaters and I was perfectly content. I was like, hey, I got my Reylo kiss. Ben Solo was redeemed, if only for 5 minutes, but at least for 5 minutes. And like, everything was fine. You know, the film was okay. I walked out of it happy. The next morning even, I was like, hell yeah, this is a good movie. But the more I think about it, the more angry I get. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. But I still love my boy. I think he is the best grumpy space prince in the world, because he is honestly the only grumpy space prince in the world. And I still think that him and Rey were really wonderful Force partners, or Force diodes, or Skype buddies, whatever you want to call them. I think they were really great. And I'm going to miss having their stories, you know, a new story for them every December or every other December. This is something I really looked forward to, was learning what was going to happen next in the trilogy of trilogies. But, I mean, I guess that's no more. Maybe that's why I'm sad about it. Maybe I'm more sad that you know, new Star Wars movies in the Skywalker saga are over. You know, we'll still get movies, spin-offs, like other in-network or in-universe, in-network, in-universe stories. We'll still get more, but it's just not going to be the same because it's not going to be the same characters. I hope that Ben is in the world between worlds and he is making up with his mom, finally spending some time with her, and his grumpy uncle was finally like, hey bro, sorry I almost killed you. And his dad's like, hey, it's okay, we get it, you know. I have lots of hope for what's going on in dead Ben Solo's life. So guess whose camera ran out of memory 20 minutes into this video? Mine. And I didn't notice. So this is what the finished Ita bag ended up looking like. I think it turned out really, really cute. I really like it. You know, it has all of these beautiful charms in it, and I think the red goes really well with the black color of the bag, and all the charms stand out really, really well. I can't wait to add a few more. I might add some like here in these blank spaces. I want more of these buttons. I think the buttons look really good on the Kylo bag. Thank you guys for watching. And more than anything, thank you for listening to my ramblings about Kylo Ren, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. I want to say The Return of Skywalker, but it's The Rise of Skywalker. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more Ita bagging and cosplaying, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. If you also liked the video, hit a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you liked it and you might want to see more like this in the future. Until next time, everyone, keep sewing, stay positive, have fun, and may the Force be with you, always. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.